About going back to the Mishera thing is right, is everybody they're calling right wing, are against illegal men being flooded into the country, which is human trafficking.
Yeah.
That's what they're against.
Yeah.
They're not against migrants. You know what I mean? If people are working here for a long time and paying their taxes, as we said before, our resources are being used up, and I don't think we can keep bringing people in. We need to look after our own first. But that's only natural. That's for every single country. That's
5 years ago, this wasn't even a topic. Nobody was bothered by it because it wasn't an issue. And as much as, yes, our country, always needed, our government has been shit for 100 years and always needed help. But do you think bringing more people in and putting more pressure on all of the resources is going to help or hinder?
It's absolutely madness, because they're having basically a festival which is like Irish singers, dancers, music.
I'm now going just out of pure spite because they told me not to. The only time we had trouble in anything to do with anti-immigration was when 3 children got stabbed. That's the only time.
But hold on, they just after COVID came along, right? And then, of course, when you talked out against these jibby jabs and you said they may be unsafe, they're a trial, the government and the pharmaceuticals companies are not indemnified, they were shut down as tinfoil hatters and conspiracy theories, which you can see clearly they weren't tinfoil hatters, because you can see the excess deaths gone through the roof, and there's a lot of damage being done, right?
I said it from the start. It was the nursing homes, it was to cull the elderly and anyone that was costing the government money. They wanted to cull the herd.
Exactly, and now they've labelled people who are anti-illegal immigrants far right. So, and people are falling for this
the way
trap.
It's the same people that were shouting at us in COVID, the same people doing the shouting now.
Yeah, but these people, and I hate to say this, are very, very weak-minded. And I think that goes back to Irish history and the fact they've been raped and pillaged for thousands of years.
Yeah.
And they're just used to, I know it sounds a bit crude, they're used to taking up the arse.
Dry.
Had to go that step, extra step. They're so used to being trodden on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why this woke culture comes from, when everybody's offended by everything. The great thing is we can't be cancelled.
We're already cancelled. We can't
ourselves because we're for freedom of speech.
And I'm going to say again, the extreme left, most left-leaning people are just perfectly normal people getting on with their lives. It's a very small number of people who are really, really loud that are causing these issues.
I'm sure a lot of them are obviously affiliated with political parties or their friends' political parties. You know what I mean?
40,000 NGOs in the country now.
And they're all pushing the right direction. I know that NGO business is total money laundering. It's the most. It's like what goes on in Ukraine, full of money laundering.
Yeah.
And we'll touch on that in a minute, but it's a scandal what's going on. Even when you see what's going on with remember the bike, what's called the bike rack? How much is that? How much
335.
And somebody got all those. Somebody got the this quote. There's a quote there. Do you know what I'll do? I'll take the quote for 330.
Yeah. Who even comes up with a quote that high anyway? I saw another couple of